Electroblob Wizardry is a magic mod which allows you to cast spells from 7 different elements. You can do damaging spells, utility spells, summoning spells, and more. There are more than 150 magic spells in Electroblob Wizardry. Electroblob Wizardry is a magic mod which is based on exploration and finding those magic spells and trading with wizards. So I separated the video into bars so you can see if you hover over the bar at the bottom, and you can jump to any part if you want. And in the bars that I try things, I'll explain things that I think you need to be explained, and the rest I won't explain them. I'll just put a picture of information about it. To get into Electroblob Wizardry, you need magic crystal, and to get magic crystal you can get it from crystal flowers, and each crystal flower gives you 2 magic crystal. Also, you can get magic crystals from crystal ore, and each crystal ore gives you, well, from what I tried, you get from 1 to 3. I haven't gotten more than that. Okay, so in order to start your journey in Electroblob, you need your Wizard's Handbook, and to make your Wizard's Handbook, you need 1 book and a magic crystal, and it gives you Wizard's Handbook. And it's basically a book introduction about the mod and step by step in the mod. So to cast your spells, you need a magic wand, and to make a magic wand, it's fairly simple. 1 golden nugget, a stick, and a magic crystal, and you get your magic wand. In order to put spells into your magic wand, you need an arcane workbench, and to make an arcane workbench, you want 2 golden nugget, a purple carpet, 2 magic crystal, a block of lapis lazuli, and 3 stone. And that's how you make your arcane workbench. You can only craft 1 spell, and to craft this spell you want 4 magic crystals, a book, and it makes your only spell, which is magic missile. And how do you put spells into your wand? Well, you need to put your arcane workbench, open it, put your wand in it, and you need to put your magic missile. So in order to charge mana in it when it runs out, you need to put magic crystal, but since I just crafted it, I have 700 in it. So I put my spell, and that's my first spell, a magic missile. Okay, let's go to phase 2. Okay, so you want your wither gear. In order to make wither gear, you need to make magic silk, and to make magic silk, you want a magic crystal and 4 string, and that makes your magic silk. And to make your gear, it's fairly simple. It's like a vanilla armor, just the same thing, but using magic silk. And you can make your helmet, you can make your armor, you can make your boots, and finally you can make your leggings. And now you are a proper wizard. In Electroblob, you need to explore to find magic spells and a lot of things in Electroblob. For here example, this is a magic trap and you cannot escape it. Either you win or lose, and you have to kill 3 wizards, and they're really strong. But if you win, you get a lot of loot and other things from it related to Electroblob. You can also get it by trading with wizards, and trading with wizards, they give you multiple things. You have the spellbook, wands, gear, and upgrades, and more. Not only you can trade with wizards, you can also go and find chests in the wizard house, but that's basically you're stealing from the wizard. So if you try to take it, he will be angry and he will attack you. Usually he will just attack you before even trying to steal it. But you get the best loot from that. And you can also find things from vanilla Minecraft chest, so it doesn't have to be things that added by Electroblob. You throw a smoke screen, you can hide in it. You put a trap on the ground that sets anything that walks on it on fire. You enchant your first weapon and gives it firepower. You summon a flaming axe which deals damage and sets anything that hits on fire. It's a trap and explodes like TNT. You make an explosion where you aim. You get fire resistant too, which basically you're immune to fire, lava. You set anything that hits you on fire. You summon a fire circle which deals damage to anything inside it and it doesn't harm you. You throw a beam of fire and it drops fire particles and sets anything that walks on it on fire. You summon a fire bow which deals damage, sets anything on fire, fast draw, and it doesn't drop. Spawn an ice trap which freezes anything in it and deals damage to it too. You throw frost on the ground, anything that walks on that frost takes damage and gets slowed. You enchant your first sword, giving it ice power. Anything that attacks you gets freezed. It's a lightning trap which deals damage. You shoot a spark of lightning which will follow the mob and deal damage. It's like calming arrows. You jump very high in the sky, and I'm doing it in creative because you take full damage. You blind mobs around you, which will make them not be able to see you and target you. Anything that attacks you will take damage. You get the ability to change the weather. You drop a lightning hammer from the sky which will deal damage on fall, and it will deal damage anything nearby, lightning damage. And also the hammer, after 30 seconds, give or take, it will explode. You charge a lightning strike, and the more you charge, the more mana you spend, the more damage you deal. You make mobs not able to attack you, and if you attack them, you remove the effect. Anything that gets hit by this spell gets teleported in a random position. You deal damage to your target, and any damage that you deal, you heal it back. You switch mobs into different forms, onto their different forms in the server. So you have like, you can change cows, zombies, and skeletons. You make mobs want to attack you and leave whatever they're doing to attack you. It's like taunt. Remove a random potion effect from you and give it to your target. You summon an orb which will start dealing damage to any mob in it, and the more damage that this orb deals, the more damage it will deal after it explodes, and it explodes after 30 seconds of casting the spell. Get 2 passive, speed 2, and life leech 2, and basically it's like life steal. Any damage you deal, you get percentage of it back as healing. %50 of the damage that you take is gonna be inflicted on the attacker. You give a curse, and that curse links you and your target together, and any damage you take will be inflicted to your target that you gave the curse to. You give the curse of undead, which basically they take damage from the sun, and they have that curse until they die. You can see the location of mobs through walls. You can hook mobs to yourself, or you can grapple yourself to walls and jump to it, or the ground. Remove any sounds made by the caster.
tells you when you're close to valuable resources, and the closer they get, the more signs you get. By sneaking and right-clicking a place, you memorize that location, and after casting the spell, you will get a pathway to that location. You can take the target with a close range from you, so they cannot go far from you. To use the spell, you first need a Stone of Transportation, and after you get a Stone of Transportation, you need to set it up to look like a circle with an empty center. And then when you right click any of the stones, you will remember this place, and whenever you cast spell transportation, you will be teleported to that position. You get the ability to seal a chest, which basically prevents it from getting destroyed by other players or being opened by other players. You create an illusion where you will be seen few blocks away from your actual position. It gives the caster resistance for magic damage. Anything that gets hit by this mark takes 60% more damage, and it can stack more than that. Makes the caster immune to damage and invisible for 20 seconds, but the caster cannot attack in those 20 seconds. Prevent the target from using magic for 15 seconds. You summon a healing circle which deals damage to all undead mobs and heals you, and healing is like light damage, so it deals a lot of damage to undead. You summon a totem that shoots light, and it heals any allies and damages any mob. You remove any curses on you, and curses is things you can get from Electroblob or any other mod. You heal yourself and every ally. You get warding 3, which reduces the magic damage even more. You summon a force field around you which reflects projectiles and not allow mobs to enter it. You give yourself regeneration 3 for 15 seconds and observation 3 for 60 seconds. Makes your abilities more effective. You get the ability to reject other players. So there are 7 different elements in Electroblob as we did, and those 7 different elements, you can make wands for these elements specifically. To make those wands, you need a magic crystal for it. So there's the fiery crystal, which makes a wand for the fire element, and there's the icy one, which makes the wand for the ice, and you go. But like some of them they don't have the name. So for example, the Necromancer one is called the dark crystal, and it makes the Necromancer wand. Now to make the wand, you will have the same normal recipe, and you make the wand for it. So if you use the fire one, you will get a wand for the fire crystal, and it'll have 15% more potency, which basically the wand will be more efficient in fire spells. After doing that, you can upgrade your wand. There are 8 different upgrades to choose from. So the first upgrade is that you can add more capacity to the wand, mana capacity. Second upgrade is that you can get mana from killing mobs. You can also upgrade by making the effective range of the spell bigger. You can upgrade the wand, making it deal more damage but costing more mana, so it uses more mana and it deals more damage. You can upgrade the duration of the effects, make it bigger. So if you use the buff on yourself or a debuff on the mob, it's bigger. You can make the cooldown of the spells shorter. You can make the radius of the spell bigger, of the effect, the area of the effect of the spell is bigger. So like if you throw like a fire circle, it will be bigger and stuff like that. And the last thing is that you can add more spells to the wand. So your normal wand can have only 5 spells, but if you upgrade it, you can have more and more. Each upgrade gives you 1 more spell. Now when you upgrade your wand, you have to put it in the arcade page table, get an upgrade, and upgrade it. So I already upgraded this one. You can only have 3 different upgrades, and 3 of each upgrade. So you can have 3 upgrades of blast, and that's it. Now if you try to upgrade more, you won't be able to. You won't. But if you try to upgrade a wand for example, normally you get the upgrade instantly. And you can only now by upgrading this specific upgrade, now I that's it. I cannot use this space more. So I only have two different. Now I only have different spaces remaining for two different upgrades. Okay. After doing that, you can now you crafted your wand, and you want to upgrade it to the next level so you can use better spells. So the first thing you need to do is that when you upgrade when you start making a wand, the wand has 0 points. After using the wand, you keep starting filling this blue bar. If you fill when you fill the bar fully, you can upgrade the wand to the next level. And to upgrade it, you need those tune of arcane. So there are three different tones. There are three different ones. There's the one that gives you to apprentice, and the one that gets you to advance, and the one that gets you to master. So I will switch to creative here, so I can upgrade these ones instead of actually try using the wand to get the mana. So you get the next level, which will give you better mana capacity will be bigger, and you can use the better spells. And then you go to advanced, and last thing is that you can go to master, which you will have more mana, and you can use master spells. After now you're finished with one, you want to upgrade your armor. So you can we discussed how to make that armor, but you can upgrade those armor using arcane seal of protection. So you can put a helmet and you upgrade it, and it gives you one more armor. For setup, it will be 60% less. And you can upgrade these armors too. So a normal armor will have 5, and it's a healer with the passive. You can upgrade it, and you can also enchant this armor normally like a Minecraft, like vanilla Minecraft. Or if you have modded Minecraft, you can also upgrade with it. And that's it. There are 75 different bubbles with Electroblob, and they start from rare, and there is like epic and legendary qualities of bubbles. And each bubble has different effects. So some bubbles can make you take less damage, some bubble can make you deal more damage, and some bubbles can grant you immunity to specific things. For example, uh let me think. This one grants your you summon zombies and skeleton have leather caves, so one here, and they drop with leather armor and they don't take stun damage. So last thing I want to show in this is the total immunity thing. So this one grants you total immunity to weather effect. So you don't actually take damage from anything weather. Even the weather wouldn't be a problem to you if you fight it. And that's it for the bubbles. And for the last thing we're gonna talk about an Electroblob is how to make a library. And to make the library, you will need Glicked oak wood or Glicked wood. Any wood would work. So if you use oak wood, for example, you need 8 oak wood and a golden nugget, and that makes you Glicked oak wood. And after that, you use this Glicked oak wood to make bookshelves. And to make bookshelves, you need 3 Glicked oak wood at the top, 3 at the bottom, and you need a grand magic crystal. And this grand magic crystal, you need to find it. You don't craft it. And when you after you craft your oak bookshelf, you will need an oak lectern. And to make that, you will need Glicked oak wood, 2 at the top, 1 in the middle, 3 at the bottom, 2 grand magic crystals, and a book. And that will make you your oak lectern. And now, the way you set up the whole process, that you need to put the oak bookshelves near the oak lectern, and you can put a workbench, and they all synchronize. So I put here two different books, I put here 2 different books, and I put here 3 different books. If I right click here, I'll see the whole books, and I can set them by tier or by element or by alphabetically. Let's say I want a specific book, I want to remove it to give it to a friend or anything. If you go to a book and you just highlight it from here, it will show you which shelf has the books. Now this is the best thing. This is very useful. So because of instead of actually searching for books and thinking what you want to add to this one, all you need to do is just go to your arcane bookshelf, search for the book. So let's say Firebomb, and you find your book. You can just take it and then use it, and then when you're done, put it back, and that's it. It makes your life a lot easier than just going through multiple chests and finding the books. And that's it.